Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Cooking Up Claire, my cooking show that will hopefully help you brush up in the kitchen, allow me to grow my cooking skills, and give us a community to learn from each other. Now, I feel like it's high time we talk about tilapia. It's low in saturated fat, high in protein, and one of the most unexciting fish to cook. Until now. Today, we are making a common weeknight meal in my house, tilapia bites, aka grown-up fish sticks. Brett will literally request this meal at least once a week and was the one who insisted I make this video. I think he just wanted to eat them again. But seriously, I have actually received quite a few questions about how to make tilapia exciting, and I think this is the best way I've cooked it. I mean, hey, it gets me excited to eat tilapia. Plus, the sauce I'm making on the side is a great dip to have in your arsenal for any seafood meal. To start, I'm cutting 2 tilapia fillets into 1/4-inch strips. The goal is to keep these as close to square as possible. Don't worry about the little pieces at the end, these will all cook up the same way in the oven. Once I have these cut, I move them into a plastic bag. You'll see why in a minute. Next, I'm going to crush up 2 packets of Melba toast. I really love using these as my breading because they stick to the fish really nicely and they crisp up really well in the oven. They are also super clean and have barely any fat. For this recipe, I'm using 1 teaspoon garlic powder, a 1/2 teaspoon onion powder, a 1/4 teaspoon paprika, but I have pretty strong paprika, so you can go up to about a 1/2 teaspoon, 1/4 teaspoon salt, and 1/4 teaspoon pepper. To break these up, I'm using a food processor. If you don't have a food processor, just put these guys in a bag and crush them with either the bottom of a pot or a meat hammer. I'm pulsing that until it's combined, and then I'm stirring in about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. This is what's going to make it really crispy in the oven. Now I'm going to add my breading into the bag, and I underestimated how much I was making and had to transfer it to a bigger bag. And then I'm going to shake it up. This breading is really thin and light, so don't worry about it if it looks like there's just a light dusting on each piece. Once you think each piece is covered, take a foil-lined baking sheet and spray it with non-stick spray. If you have a cooling rack, I would highly recommend placing it on top of your baking sheet too, so this can crisp at the bottom. I don't have one, but it turns out fine. Place each stick on the sheet, making sure they don't touch or overlap. This will cause sogginess, which we are desperately trying to avoid. If there are any crumbs left at the bottom of the bag, use them to top all the pieces since they'll get extra crispy in the oven. Now pop these bad boys into a 400-degree oven for about 12 minutes. While those are cooking, I usually create some sort of a sauce, and this specific one has become a go-to for me. All you need to do is combine 1/4 cup mayo, 1 teaspoon lemon juice, 1 tablespoon of chopped capers, and a pinch of salt. If you're feeling crazy, make it a few hours before so that the flavors can really get to know each other. I promise you are going to be making these over and over again for all of your seafood dishes. Once the tilapia is done, pull it out of the oven and admire your grown-up fish sticks. These are flaky and crispy and healthy and have a ton of flavor. Move over, salmon, there is a new favorite fish in town. If you give this recipe a try, definitely let me know by tagging me on Instagram or Facebook at Cooking Up Claire, or leave a comment on this video. And be sure to hit subscribe and the notification bell so you can see all of my upcoming videos. And with that, I'll see you next time on Cooking Up Claire.